Exodus 19 verses 9 to 11. Let's worship.
Chapter 19.
And the Lord said unto Moses,
Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever.
And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses,
Go unto the people, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the third day. For the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai.
When the Lord called Moses to do his will and go free the nation of Israel from slavery, his instruction was to bring his people back to this mountain to worship their God. They had been slaves in Egypt for 400 years or more, and they had been praying for freedom. God heard their prayer and was going to send his servant Moses to it. After 10 plagues, the king of Egypt set the Hebrew Jews free and off to Mount Sinai to worship God. The Jews had spent 400 years as Egyptian slaves, and they barely knew who God the Great I Am was. The Hebrew Jews did not know how to worship God, so they need re-education. What a great way to learn who the Great I Am in worship service. Initially, worship is like church and school of learning. The Lord instructed Moses to tell the nation of Israel how to prepare for the worship service. Wash your garments or clothes and make them fresh and free of dirt. To the husbands to not have sex with their wives. Tell them, all husbands and wives, prepare your hearts and minds to be in the presence of God.
Chapter 19. After Moses had gone down the mountain to the people, he consecrated them, and they washed their clothes. Then he said to the people,
Prepare yourselves for the third day. Abstain from sexual relations.
This is how the Lord desires his people to worship him, which does not mean wearing a suit, tie, or dress. It only means having your garments clean and your mind and heart ready to be with God. The worship service starts at the end of Exodus chapter 19, and in Exodus chapter 20, the Lord begins his teaching sermon. He started by saying, I am the Lord your God, you shall worship no other God before me. God's word gives his followers how he desires to worship and obey. Are you prepared to do that today? God bless you all. The Great I Am loves you, and so do I. His bondservant Samuel Jerry Head.
Of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder. Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son,